The fruits of our labor. Bon appetit. Seeing big things out there on the streets. And it's all because of these guns right here. One of Dixie's biggest customers is our very own police department. They got a heavy-duty police truck locked down at the station, and it's loaded up with military-grade weapons. The exact kind of firepower those motherfuckers turn around and use on us. Why don't you stop by?
All units, search is called off. Repeat, abandoned search. Return to patrol.
It's good to see you again, my friend. Folks are finally feeling safe again in their own homes. The mere presence of these guns is bringing real change to the holler. You really come through here. I'm impressed.
You also sound surprised.
I'll admit I carry some doubts about your level of commitment.
Marcana's a temporary problem. The hollow, though, ain't going nowhere.
I just hope you and I stay aligned on what matters. I've seen what power does, how it can change a man's focus.
See, that right there is the biggest problem we have. Every time you and I start discussing business, you start up about how the world works, about the trials and tribulation of colored folk. And you do it as if I have no idea, as if I just woke up this morning and found myself a man of color.
That's not what I'm doing.
When I was 7 years old, me and the boys from the orphanage weren't allowed in the shoe store. So we had to stand around out back and hand over an outline of our feet so the guy inside knew what size we were. When I was 10, there was this little white girl running around the neighborhood. We both crushed pretty hard on each other. But then her big brothers caught us holding hands in the park. They beat the fuck out of me, called her a nigger lover. They nearly killed me. There's a lot of things in this world I don't know, things I never experienced, and I got no problem admitting to that. But you need to stop talking to me as if being colored is one of them.
And yet you volunteered to serve a government that hates you, that sent you halfway around the world to kill our Vietnamese brothers and sisters.
I had my reasons.
Everyone has their reasons, Lincoln.
I'm here now, Cassandra. That's all that matters.
How all this shakes out in the end, that's what matters. We arming our people in fucking Dixie all at the same time. Who said we couldn't have some fun? When you take possession of their weapons, bring them back to me. Slowly but surely, we grow. In our operation. No reason to stop now.
Got targets on me in the ward.
You got it. We'll be around shortly. Well, that sounded bad.
Available unit. Suspicious individual on foot. Officers investigating. All units in vicinity be advised. Suspect engaging with armed main unit.
Need a place to hold. To start.
All units.
French will need to kick me loose.
Gotcha.
That piece will do it. Let's see that.
You must be the nigger.
My name is Lincoln Clay, motherfucker.
Nigger? Lincoln Clay? These things mean the same thing.
Come on, there's every penny. What's not to love? There's one final stash of guns we need to hit. We get these, and we should be set for good. Due to your party crashing, intel on the...
I'm at the harbor. Get some guns on these assholes.
Yes, sir. On our way.
He killed another one. Get clear! Shit. What the hell happened? You boys are fucked now. Get this shit done! Bibles and eat some backup right quick. He's killing us. We just lost him. Let me get my hands on him.
Fucker's tearing us a new one.
Your head's gonna hang on my wall.
There's our problem.
Get on here, boy. I ain't afraid to die. Hey, surprise! Go. Bye-bye. Next time, then.
Up again. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna forget about you. Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
So, since we're all friendly now, been thinking about the story you told me. How Doucette kidnapped and murdered your sister?
Is that right?
Lived around here most of my life, and one thing I know is if something like that was happening, everyone in the Hollow be talking about it, warning each other.
Are you calling me a liar?
Nah. You might not be telling me the truth, but that don't mean you lying. Just saying, we should be on the level with each other from now on.
It wasn't my sister that was killed. It was my daughter, Caroline. Dixon Mafia was running a still in the creek nearby grandmother's place. She was a religious woman, didn't believe in drinking, so she tore it apart.
And they came looking for blood.
There were 5 or 6 of them. Surrounded the house and... I tried to get Caroline behind the dresser, but I didn't have time. They shot my grandmother out on the porch. I took one to the stomach and was left to die. If I had a gun, my daughter would still be alive. I guarantee you that.
Shit. Listen, Cassandra,
Ain't anybody else protecting us, so we gotta protect ourselves. It's as simple as that. You've surpassed my wildest expectations. Whatever else happens, these weapons will always be used to protect the folk of the Holler. I dream of a day when Barclay Mills is a place where others want to live. A day when the air ain't toxic. But until then, we know where to put our trash.
I got Alvarez out of the city.
good.
He told me you saved his life.
All I did was get him away from Marcano's men.
And thank God for that. Let me ask you something. You ever hear how Sal Marcano wound up running this city?
Him and his brothers killed a few guys and took over.
He sold out his own father, Lincoln. Watched him die. And then he killed every man standing in his way. Butchered them. Them and anyone else he thought was a risk, wanted or not.
How do you know that?
Other priests. The sanctity of the confessional isn't always absolute. I'm not an idiot, Lincoln. You're a criminal. Sammy was a criminal. I accepted that a long time ago. But there's a difference between being a criminal and being a Sal Marcano.
I'm not Sal Marcano.
Easy to say that now, but what about when this is over, when there's no one standing in your way?
I haven't decided yet.
You're a good man, Lincoln. I know it's odd to hear that, considering everything you've done. But it's true. You have it in you. I've seen it. But you're gonna have to decide, have to choose, whether you let all of this consume you, pervert you, turn you into the very thing you hate. Best part of getting older, don't need quite so much sleep. The worst part, every damn little thing hurts. You live long enough, you'll know what I mean.
Gamers.
Assemble.